Well, the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I am wearing a different shirt for this part of the video than I am the rest of the video. That's because I recorded the rest of the video first. I hadn't made the graphic that I use at the beginning and end of each video. I was going to do that after I recorded the recap and the live comms. When my part-time job called me up wanting to know if I wanted some extra hours, I jumped all over it because the family's going on vacation next year and I need all the spending money I can get because, frankly, my kids are going to be begging me for it. That aside, things are, well, they're not good in that we're not winning, and they're not bad in that we're not winning. We're treading water, and that is just unacceptable at the moment. The locker room is on the verge of falling apart, but the good news is I've got a couple key players coming back, and hopefully they'll help turn things around. My name's FM19, and this is the Palace March, Episode 4. Move this to the other corner. It was getting in the way over in the bottom left. We're going to move it over to the bottom right, at least for the foreseeable future. I'm going to do a couple of things around the box as well. Add my Twitter link and my YouTube channel link. Eventually, it's in the plans. Anyhow, our form has been mediocre. There's no other way to put it. After losing at Burnley, we were away at Watford, and they beat us 1-0 on an 11th minute Troy Deeney goal, although chances are they should have gotten more. Only a pretty decent performance by Ghiata between the sticks prevented a few more goals going in. We had our chances. They weren't many, but we had them, and we failed to capitalize on any of them. Watford essentially ran us into the ground. 19 shots, 9 on target, slight possession advantage. We had 6 shots, 2 on target. We just could not get anything done this game. After Watford, we were away at Man United in the Carabao Cup. We pulled this one out by the skin of our teeth. Rashford had a 27th minute goal. Ayew equalized in the 36th minute. Pereira had an 82nd minute goal. Ayew equalized in the 93rd minute. It seems to be a theme of FM19, late minute goals. And I'm not the only one who's noticed this. Went straight to the shootouts. Barlow and Dalot missed theirs. Ayew missed his. We were literally down to our 6th penalty kick taker. Frankly, this was a game Man United probably should have won as well. 23 shots, 9 on target, 59% possession advantage for them. We had 13 and 8. We had our chances in this one as well. MacArthur had a really solid game. Adams had a really solid game. Ayew was good. I wish he had performances like this more often. I sat Benteke because he was just not having a good time. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Benteke is very hit or miss. When he's on, he's really, really good. When he's not on, he disappears. And I can't have him disappearing from games. Ayew has stepped in and taken over as the scoring leader. Actually, I think he and Benteke are tied. We're going to check that out in a minute. Sorloth played the entirety of the game, and he was just as bad as Benteke and just as missing in the game. I don't recall seeing him in a highlight once, which for a target man on support in a tactic that kind of emphasizes using his abilities is just really, really sad. Well, after scraping by Man United, we were home against Everton, and again, a late minute goal saw us claw the drawback, as it were. St. had a 54th minute goal. That's after Leighton Baines missed a penalty kick in the 23rd minute. Hennessy had a really brilliant save on that. Andros Townsend had an 87th minute goal. Everton should have gotten more out of this game. They had 15 shots, 10 on target. We had 16 shots, 4 on target. They were just better in front of the goal technically, but Hennessy and the rest of the defense, with the exception of Scott Dan, had a really solid game. Dan, for whatever reason, has just fallen off the proverbial cliff. I don't know if it's an age thing or an abilities thing, but the last 3 games he has just been horrible, to the point where the assistant manager, Orlando Trustfall, who was actually the assistant manager when DeBoer was the manager, and I hired him back in, I completely forgot about that, is saying he shouldn't get starting time. And as a matter of fact, he's not going to be here after this season anyways. And if I get a couple of the players I'm looking at scouting-wise in, he's not going to be here past the January transfer window. After Everton, we were away at Cardiff, and again, a late-minute goal saw us claw the drawback. Camarasa had a third-minute goal equalized by Meyer in the 7th minute. Kenneth Zahor had a 48th-minute goal. Looked like Cardiff was well on the way to a 2-1 victory. And then James MacArthur had an 89th-minute goal. Cardiff should have won this game. They were just better than us. 17 shots, 8 on target. Pretty decent possession advantage. We had 10 shots, 7 on target. And again, as you can see, Scott Dan on a 6.4, Riedewald on a 6.3. We're scraping by with our defenders not playing well, and that can't last for long. And at the same time, our attackers this game did not do well. I mean, Benteke on a 6.6 was the best. That's just not good. Both he and Ayew went out with niggling injuries. They'll be back shortly. I'm happy my midfield actually stepped up here, and Shea Adams actually had a nice game as well, which was nice to see. The scary thing is MacArthur came on as a sub in the 70th minute and ended up with a goal and the man of the match. So, that leaves us in 16th place. 2 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses, a -7 goal differential. Still ahead of Man United, still ahead of West Ham. I'm okay with that. Liverpool drew. Who'd they draw against? Arsenal. So they are still on for an invincible season. Jordan Ayew has 5 goals. Let's go check the squad out here real quick. Ayew has 5 goals. Benteke has 4 goals. And that's 1 more goal than he had all of last season in real life. So I'm okay with that. You know, if in 28 games I get 12 goals from him, that's good. It's not 36 million pounds good or whatever they paid for him. What did they pay for him to get him in? 30 million pounds. Yeah, it's not 30 million pounds good, but it's definitely a contribution. And frankly, I was looking through the roster just to see about potential January transfer moves. This is what I can't understand. Alexander Sorloth, who is 3-star current, 4-star potential, valued at 21.5 million pounds, but he's kind of falling off. So it's my son playing Fortnite in the background. He's actually sitting in front of me, but that's who you're probably hearing. Apologies for that. But he did really well in school, so he gets a decent amount of time for Fortnite tonight. So today we are playing Arsenal at home. It is televised. I am going to go through the tactical setup, double check everything is okay there, and then we will be back with a match against Arsenal in just a bit. Well, to date we are home against Arsenal, and we are back to playing our 4-2-3-1. Hennessy in goal, Suarez, Dan, Tompkins, and Wan-Bissaka as the defensive back 4. Milivojevic as the defensive midfielder, MacArthur as the midfielder, Zaha, Meyer, and Townsend as the attacking midfielders, and Benteke as the target man up top. Dan, I'm still keeping in the lineup because he's the captain, and part of me says he'll bounce back from this poor run of form. Suarez is on for Riedewald. Riedewald got his 5th yellow card, I believe. To be honest with you, it's been a day since I've played, and I've done a lot since then. I'll have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure Riedewald's out because of 5 yellow cards. Also saw an interesting piece of news that said Benteke and Jamie Vardy have been offsides more than any other player in the Premier League thus far, 31 times. Oh, I'm moving a couple things around now because I moved the box. Lichtsteiner, Zaha intercepts that. He is back and fully healthy. Got him a couple of games in the under 23s, then some Lichtsteiner on the right, crosses in, knocked away by Dan. Out to Zaha. Brings it up the field. Dribbling up to Benteke, feeds Meyer, whose shot goes wide right. But it was a good effort. Anyhow, Zaha's back. He's healthy. Hopefully we can keep him that way. I've toyed with the idea of going back to that 4-4-2 narrow diamond. Meyer with the corner kick in. Dan to Zaha, and Zaha scores. First goal of the season, finally. Let's see that in the 3D. Dan to Zaha. Oh, used the defender to screen Leno. That was well done. Suarez with the throw-in to Zaha, up to Benteke. Don't know what he's quite doing there other than giving the ball away to Torreira. Now Holding has it. Up to Welbeck. Ozil. To Lacazette. Going right. Centers it in. Ozil's there. And just when I think Benteke has turned the corner. He goes and does something like that. Nice header by Ozil. Free kick in, knocked away by Dan. Treya again to Ozil. Can't pronounce that. And who just scored? Lacazette did. Son of a gun. Oh, he was offsides. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I'd say that's offsides. I'm biased, but it's offsides. Now, coming up on halftime, we've been better technically than Arsenal. But most of the highlights have been them. Lichtsteiner on the right to Iwobi to Torreira, and his shot bounces off the post and goes out of bounds. Now Zaha picked up a yellow, Milivojevic picked up a yellow. Okay. Well, 60 minutes come and gone. No highlights the second half. Also seems to be a theme. What just happened? Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's what happened. Good grief. Oh. Benteke couldn't control the ball. You know, I'm tempted to go back to the 4-4-2 narrow diamond and just play Zaha up top as the forward. Milivojevic knocks it away. Crossing again, Wan-Bissaka. Niles to Iwobi, knocked away. Townsend, finally up to Benteke. Back to Townsend on the counterattack. Wan-Bissaka to Meyer. Dispossessed. Monreal has it. You know what? Coming up on 70 minutes here. Gonna make some changes. Townsend's going to move over, take Zaha's spot. Adams is going to come on and replace Zaha. Kwiate is going to come on and replace Milivojevic. You know, Schlepp is going to come on and replace Suarez. Get all the guys with yellow cards off the pitch. Not that it's going to matter. Someone's going to score in the 89th minute as it is. Benteke with the ball. Long pass to Adams on the right. Centers it. Meyer. Dispossessed. Benteke off the post. Oh. Close. He almost redeemed himself. Bissaka picked up a tight groin, but he's coming back. There's 3 minutes left. We're not going to worry about it. Schlepp. Now Lacazette has it. Whoa. Holy cow, we dodge a bullet there. Thank you, FM gods. Holy. I'm going to say something here, but it'd probably be bleeped. But holy. Whoa. Jeez. Oh, I gotta shake myself after that. Well, a 1-1 draw against Arsenal, which they really should have won based on that last shot. 9th minute goal by Zaha. 25th minute goal by Ozil to equalize things. They had 23 shots, 9 on target to our 11 and 4. So these are the tactics that I'm currently training on. This is the 4-4-2 narrow diamond we went to when Zaha was out. We had our best results with this, I think. Then there's the 4-2-3-1 asymmetric we're playing with. Ignore where the players are moving. That's just because of the system. Or that's just because of FM. And then I also have this 4-1-1-4 asymmetric that I like. I tend to play Milivojevic as a defensive midfielder because he's best there. I mean, he's okay there, but he's much better here. Part of me wonders if I shouldn't go back to the 4-4-2 and put Zaha up as an advanced forward. We may just have to try that. West Ham, Chelsea, Brighton, Fulham. Well, let's see what we got here. Well, Chelsea's the one really good team out of there, but West Ham and Fulham could beat us handily. And then Wolves. But I think what we're going to do is come back for Liverpool in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal. That'll really tell us where we are. I think in the next 4 games, if we get 7 points, we're doing well. And I think that's going to be our goal. I don't know what's worse, not losing or not losing late. A couple of these games should have been losses. We're scraping by, and it's really starting to concern me. Plus, the players are really hit or miss lately. I just need a good, solid team performance. You know, like the Bournemouth 1-0 was a good team performance. And that's literally it. You know, we won the Morecambe game on penalties. The Southampton game was a good game. Benteke and Ayew both had goals. The Carabao Cup games, we're just scraping by. We need to get out of this bottom table position. The good news is mid-table is well within reach. So that's what we're going to keep going for. Definitely going to start making some moves in the January transfer window, or planning on making some moves in the January transfer window. Might have to let a player or two go that I really don't want to let go. PSG and Milan are both sniffing around Milivojevic, and I want to keep him, but as influential as he is, I can't afford a disjointed locker room that's already kind of on the downs because we haven't been winning. We'll have to see what happens. If you like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I will answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19. Thank you for watching.